So today we're going to talk about the top 3 things that can kill your pressure washing business. And I know that sounds scary, right? But the good news is they're all easily avoidable as long as you're aware that they're out there and know how to deal with them. Conversely, if you're interested in learning about more ways to grow your business, to protect your business, take it to the next level, then check out the link below to learn more about our next level course where we walk you through the steps to help grow your business from marketing and customer acquisition, which sets us up to quote remotely and accurately so we can handle that increased lead flow. We also show you how to effectively streamline the back end and day-to-day operations of your business to save you time and money. I also share how we find, hire, and train great employees to care about our business as much as we do. This course is not for everybody, but if you're willing to put in the work, implement the proven consolidated systems and methods in it, you're going to have as much success as our other members. Check out the link below to see what they have to say about the next level. So let's get right into the 3 things that can kill your pressure washing business. Let's get real here. Starting and running any business is not easy. And when you start a new business, it's a struggle. You're doing everything you can just to make ends meet, trying to fill up your schedule, learn your business, understand everything that's involved in running a business. All the things that you typically don't hear about when you watch YouTube. Because everybody wants to show you how great it is, how much money you're gonna make, only the good stuff, the upside, and believe me, this can be a phenomenal industry to get into and make a very nice living. But we also know that it's not all unicorns and rainbows, right? It can get hard, and it can get hard very fast. And it's easy to get overwhelmed and feel like maybe it wasn't such a great idea to start your own business in the first place. You know what I'm talking about, right? You might be living that right now, or you might be past that point. Look, there are always going to be bumps in the road, but let's just say for the point of the first business killer that you're past that scary part. You see the light at the end of the tunnel. You're feeling pretty good about your business, right? Things are going pretty well and you're starting to turn a profit. So let's talk about one mistake some guys make with their profits, which is not reinvesting back into your business. So not all of your profit is available for reinvestment, right? You have to use your profit to pay off business debt, pay your taxes, and pay yourself. In order to figure out how much and where to reinvest, you first need to understand your numbers, what your monthly profit looks like. And I know that varies from business to business and from month to month, but over time, you have averages and a pretty good baseline. But remember, it's fluid and based on your monthly profits. So basically, you calculate your profit by subtracting all your business expenses from your total revenue. Then you pay yourself from that profit. Now it's time to figure out what to do with the allocatable profit, and this is where most people make the mistake that can kill their business. Do you reinvest in your business or do you just pay yourself more? Hard choice, right? Or is it? And then the question is, where do you invest it? Is it in equipment? Is it in marketing? Is it in education? Is it in hiring and training new employees? So having an understanding of what you want to work on or where you want to grow or what you want to buy, and then how much you want to reinvest is important so you can figure out how to pay for it. There are 2 main ways to figure out how much to reinvest in your business. The first one, you add everything up on your list of what you want to get, how you want to invest, and allocate the total amount towards the reinvestment in those things, and then you keep the rest for yourself. This option works better for businesses that have consistent monthly profits and guys who would rather reinvest slowly over a longer period of time. The second way, and probably better for newer pressure washing businesses that aren't as predictable or consistent yet, is simply reinvesting a percentage back into the business. And that's what most people do, and that's what I recommend for you. Whatever you decide, you have to reinvest back into your business if you want it to be sustainable and successful for the long haul. So the next business killer kind of goes without saying, but it actually happens. I've done it before, and I learned that it ain't a good practice, and that is ignoring customers. Never ignore customers, ever. In some cases, the implications are obvious, right? In others, they're not so obvious. A great example is ignoring customers that you're not interested in, or maybe just don't have the time to take on more work, or maybe it's because what they're asking for is out of your wheelhouse. Whatever the reason, get back with them and explain. It doesn't take a whole lot of time, but you never know who they are, who they know, or what they might need in the future, right? And you reaching out shows professionalism and just plain old courtesy, and that goes a long way. Some people will even leave a bad review if you don't reply at all. It sucks, but it could happen, and it does. And reviews, that's another thing that we need to focus on. You should always take all feedback and your reviews very seriously. If a customer complains about something, don't get defensive. It's easy to do, but just thank them and take action, because they're actually helping your business get better by letting you know the things that might improve the overall customer experience for all of your customers and make your business better. Learn from your customers, learn from your mistakes. Don't have too much pride to admit when you're wrong or that you make mistakes. It happens to everyone. In fact, if you've made it this far in the video, leave a comment, learn, don't repeat. The other part of ignoring customers is don't ignore current customers. Customer loyalty makes your life so much easier and results in more money, so figure out what your customers want and give it to them every single time. Remember that if you spend all your time trying to get new customers, you might forget about the old ones, and maybe it's because you have very few repeat customers, and then the question is, why is that? Take a hard look at what you're doing, how you're interacting with your customers, how you're doing business, and that may be turning potential long-term customers into one-time customers, and then you have to fix it. That is essential. And that takes us to number 3, hiring B players. If you're at the point in your business where you're adding employees, it's absolutely essential that you hire the right people. Look, I run both landscaping and pressure washing crews, and while they're both service businesses, they are polar opposites when it comes to the hiring process. Obviously, we're going to focus on pressure washing, but I think it's important to understand both processes fully to understand the importance of hiring the right folks for your pressure washing business. When we're hiring for lawn care, it's more of a volume process. We're trying to get as many people as possible to apply for the job because we have multiple crews to fill, and unfortunately, the retention rate for lawn care employees is something that's plagued the green industry forever. That in itself, it's a video on its own, and it's not quantity versus quality by any means. It's just a different process. After we offer the lawn care position, we run a background check and we do a drug test. Experience is obviously great, but not required because we do on-the-job training for the lawn care. We have a probationary period, which gives us the opportunity to make any changes needed because not everyone is cut out for this kind of work. Not everyone can handle this type of work. And like everything else, some people just don't care enough about the job, and that's not who we want on our trucks. Like I said, different businesses, different employees. Another factor that makes us different is the financial piece, margins. And margins aren't as good on landscaping as they are in pressure washing. You can't charge as much, which means the hourly wages are going to be impacted. It's the same principle as the pay rate difference between, say, an auto mechanic and a fast food employee. It's a completely different skill set. It's a different business, obviously, and it's a different pay rate. And more importantly, it's a different applicant pool. On the flip side, hiring for pressure washing is completely different, and that is because this is a completely different type of job. Higher demands on the employee, higher expectations on the employee, higher ticket jobs, more responsibilities, and this requires a different type of employee and also a more intensive vetting and interview process. We've been unbelievably fortunate on the pressure cleaning side of the business. We've had long-term, loyal, and really great techs who give 110% every single day. And notice I said tech because they are more than just a crew number. They are a solo technician who have face-to-face customer interaction at almost every single job. They are solely responsible for trucks, trailers, machines, the upkeep. They're also dealing with caustic chemicals. They need to understand how to clean all surfaces with those chemicals, the hows and the whys of how to do the job. There is also the admin side of the business that they handle, and that's something that's very important. The training is long and rigorous, and if you're investing the time and money into someone to make sure they know how to do their job, then you want to make sure that the person is right from the very start. All of our technicians are well compensated, and like I said, they are held to a higher standard, and that is why I try to never hire B players. And if I do, then we weed them out pretty quickly and move on. We can also talk about the current climate with government handouts, unemployment being taken advantage of, and just in general, people not wanting to work. This has had almost zero impact on the pressure cleaning side of our business. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for my landscape division. But like I said, two completely different businesses, different hiring processes, different training, different expectations, and don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect. Look, my employees are not perfect. I've hired the wrong people before, but hey, we all make mistakes, and hopefully we all learn from them so we don't repeat them, right? Again, if you made it this far, leave the comment, learn, don't repeat. So there you go, the 3 things to avoid that can kill your business. This game isn't easy. You don't learn it all overnight. I hope you liked the video. I hope it helped. And if you are new to the pressure washing business, we also have a how to wash training course that we just put out. Thanks, and hope you have a great day.